Week 1 of the NFL season is in the books, and it did not go very well for the Minnesota Vikings. They come up short in rather painful fashion against the, well, at least last year, lowly Cincinnati Bengals, 27-24. Kirk Cousins put up great numbers. Dalvin Cook had a back-breaking fumble late in the game. Adam Thielen was unstoppable, but the Vikings defense was not particularly strong against the Bengals offense. Joe Burrow made his return. He was very impressive, sliced and diced. A concerning Vikings defense in Week 1, and Minnesota comes up short, admittedly on the road, against head coach Mike Zimmer's old team. So what I want you guys to do now is grade the Vikings Week 1 performance. A, B, C, D, or F. Get your votes in for me in the comment section. How do you feel about this Vikings performance? I expect to see plenty of low grades in the comments, and frankly, I agree. I get that the Vikings were a slim road favorite, but they did not look that prepared as far as I'm concerned. The penalties were a massive problem in this game. They had 12 penalties, 116 yards as a result there. The majority of those coming before the fourth quarter. They came out sloppy, a lot of back-breaking mistakes in the end, including the fumble by Dalvin Cook. They looked like a sloppy football team, and I wonder if that means they were a bit of an unprepared football team. Now, the Vikings, again, they were on the road. Kirk Cousins had a lot of shorter passes. He did throw for 351 yards and 2 scores. If I had only told you Kirk Cousins' stat line in this game, 36 of 49, 351 and 2 touchdowns, I think the reaction would have been one of two. Oh my God, there was garbage time for Kirk Cousins, or they blew out Cincinnati. Not an overtime loss in the end, was not a good showing overall for the Vikings team. Adam Thielen, however, was a good one. 9 catches, 92 yards, 2 scores. I thought Thielen had a very strong showing. He outplayed Justin Jefferson, in this performance. Maybe it could have given the ball a little bit more, but there were a lot of shorter check down passes by Minnesota. From a disappointing perspective, that was Dalvin Cook. 20 carries, 61 yards, a touchdown, not very good efficiency, and Dalvin Cook, more importantly, fumbled a brutal one down the stretch that was a massive negative impact on the Vikings and really cost them in this one. But I think maybe the number one troubling outcome here was Joe Burrow. Namely, he had a good showing. The Vikings' pass defense did not. Mike Zimmer said on that huge conversion that led to the game-winning field goal in overtime, the Vikings knew it was coming. They just did not execute it. All of those things are problems. Joe Burrow with a not great offensive line, efficient, 20 of 27 for 261. That's not what you want if you're Minnesota. So overall, a pretty disappointing performance by the Vikings. And I already saw it on Twitter, maybe it's time to fire Mike Zimmer, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'll let you guys get your votes in. I'm not going to do it quite yet, but if this continues, it might be time for Zimmer to go. So what do you guys want? Do you want to fire Mike Zimmer? Type in Y for yes, or you can type in N for no.